So, newspapers. We sort of still use them, but they are mostly online now, just as news. And from last time, we talked about yellow press and how it caused a war. But anyway, we start with first newspapers. So we're gonna be talking about newspapers in colonial times from the dot and culture section in Story of America cards. Deal with it. I guess I should just get this one over with. What are newspapers? We know what they are, but this is what I need to do with the format I use. A newspaper is a periodical publication containing written information about current events and is often typed in black ink with a white or gray background. Newspapers can cover a wide variety of fields such as politics, business, sports, art, and science. They often include materials such as opinion columns, weather forecasts, reviews of local services, obituaries, birth notices, crosswords, additional cartoons, comic strips, and advice columns. And that's it. Now let's get back to the time in 1690 to 1777. The first newspaper printed in America colonies appeared in 1690, and then, because it's not officially scandinated, it promptly disappeared after its first issue. Thus, the history of early American newspaper dates officially from April 24, 1704, when the Boston Newsletter was first published. The paper was founded by John Campbell, the postmaster at Boston, who was first among the many postmasters to become printers in colonial America. Indeed, succeeding postmasters in Boston and others throughout the colonies began to believe that the privilege of publishing went with the office. It was, however, a natural marriage of interest. The authorities were assured that the press remained in the hands of responsible citizens, and the postmaster was the best position possible to gather news as well as to market the paper. There are a few drawbacks too. When a rival publication appeared, the postmaster could also delay its delivery, thus making it extremely difficult for a competitor to survive. Benjamin Franklin, certainly America's most best printer and publisher, did very well for himself as public printer and postmaster in Philadelphia, except for certain official proceeding laws, degrees, and the like. Colonial newspapers rarely carried local information. Most news was foreign and arrived by ship months after the fact. Often British newspapers and journals that arrived in colonies were merely copied and reprinted. Although laws against plagiarism was non-existent, there were restrictions against libel and for editorializing against the established order. Newspapers in colonial America were quite small, 8 pages at most, often more 4 to 6. Published weekly, they ran 300 copies. This provided significant because each copy was passed around among friends and often posted together with official notice near the meeting house or on the commons. Advertising was extremely important even then, for goods and services offered for sale were vital to the well-being of both advertiser and reader. School teachers, dancing and music masters, poeters, and silversmiths were among those of advertised often. As the provincial colonies changed to revolutionary colonies in the late 1760s and early 1770s, these newspapers began to change too. More information about politics in other colonies appeared as editors took sides over burning issues of the day. And that was Newspapers in Colonial Times. I hope you liked it. So next time in my history cards will be my last card for the Dot and Culture section. For now with just Tiffany, and a card in the Wars Abroad category, which I'm sure you should know what happened December 7th, 1941. There's your hint on that. Anyways, see you later.